2025 AAFTA Nationals for Field Target. It's being hosted at Rockville Fish and Game Club in Vernon, Connecticut. This is the first time that Rockville will be hosting the Nationals. On Friday, a pistol field target and offhand rifle event with 10 lanes and 2 targets each with four shots per lane. Saturday and Sunday we'll be having 2 different types of courses, but it depends on the shooting division that you're going to be shooting in. For hunter class, you will be shooting 15 lanes, 2 targets per lane, 60 shots total. So a perfect score is 60 shots. For the WFTF class and open class shooters, they will be shooting 17 lanes with 3 targets each, 1 shot per target, so the total maximum points is 51. We have 2 courses. One group, the hunter class shooters, shoots 1 course, and then the WFTF open shooters shoots the other course. On the next day, we flip courses. So for a GP to be run, you have to shoot 2 days, and you have to shoot 2 different courses.
Yeah, I'm Mike Dugas. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I shoot in the Bayou Air Gun Club. The Recreation and Parks had the field near my home, and I decided to go out there and look at it, check it out one day, and I got addicted to it. Today I shot a Thomas air rifle, and it's one of the premier guns. It's made by Mike Nish in Olathe, Colorado. It's a one-man company, really. This is the first match I ever fly to, so I wasn't able to bring all my equipment I usually bring with me, and it was a little different for me not having my chairs and my sticks and everything I usually use.
In hunter class, you may shoot up to a 20 foot-pound energy level. It's a calculation with the speed of your gun with respect to your pellet weight. And there's a calculation, a formula that you use in order to calculate the foot-pounds. In hunter, the maximum is 20 foot-pounds. In WFTF, you're only allowed 12 foot-pounds. In open class, you're allowed 20 foot-pounds. In hunter class, you're allowed a bipod and a seat. The maximum scope magnification is 16 power. And you're not allowed to use or touch the turrets. Once you start shooting, you're not allowed to do any modifications to your scope, but you're allowed to do range finding with the parallax on your scope. In WFTF, there is no limit to magnification. You're allowed to, it's much easier to range find using the parallax side wheel on your scope. Same thing for open shooters. The only difference between open and WFTF, besides the power level, is that open shooters can use leg straps to stabilize their shooting position, where it's a lot more stable compared to WFTF, where you're just using your body.
My name's Nathan Thomas. I'm from Binghamton, New York. I shot in hunter PCP class, and I shot a Crossman Challenger. I came in first in hunter pistol, and I scored a 38 out of 40. I was shooting a Crossman 1720T pistol. This Nationals is probably one of my last matches of the year. Next year I gotta set up and get a gun set up to go to Worlds in 2027 for WFTF piston.
If you're shooting in WFTF, you can represent the United States as part of a team that goes to the World Field Target Championships that are hosted by different countries every year. I think from now on, from this year, it used to be every year, now it's every 2 years. The next World Field Target Championship is in Canada, specifically Canmore, Canada, which is near Calgary, Canada. So, for the other classes, there is no other place that they can go besides they might shoot Pyramid Air Cup or shoot other field target championships that may be just within the United States. But if you're in the WFTF class, you can represent Team USA if you do well in the GPs and also do especially well in the nationals. So that's how you determine your team members that will represent Team USA in the Worlds.
All right, my name's Ken Hughes. I came from Atlanta, Georgia, and I went to the World Championships in Northern Ireland. The Northern Ireland event is open, but to get selected for the U.S. team, there's some qualifying criteria. Grand Prix events is being one of the criteria. Past placements at Worlds, previous Worlds events is another one, as well as the national championship placements, which this was. So going forward into, I was on the team this year, but then going forward to the next Worlds event, this will be one of the qualifying criteria that goes for that. So it means something from that standpoint, as well as obviously it's a national championship. Why wouldn't you, you want to do your best at the national championships. You want to represent, you want to go in, as the national champion. That's when it's all said and done. I shoot WFTF piston, so sub 12 foot-pounds. And I did pretty good. I had a good weekend. It was solid. I ended up winning. So first place WFTF piston. It's just always good to have more people coming in and to see them grow and develop as shooters. There's so many good folks in the sport. Like I said, having been at it for so long, obviously people get older, you lose people occasionally, that sort of thing. But to get new people coming into the sport is always enjoyable to help teach them the ropes, show them how to set guns up, how to shoot more efficiently and better. That's always a lot of fun, and they have a good time. Most people that come out and do it don't realize just how much fun it is. It's rewarding. It's good. It's a good sport with a lot of good people, and it's just a lot of fun. Oh yeah, this is definitely a good sport for people who like to tinker with stuff. I would say the majority of people who are in this are tinker type folks. You just can't help. You get to playing with things and you say, oh, this is good. Maybe I could make it better. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But that's part of the game. It's all learning what it takes to make things better and how to be a better shot and be consistent. The main thing with any shooting is just consistent. Wash, rinse, repeat. Do the same thing over and over.
PCPs are pre-charged pneumatic air rifles. They use an air cylinder to power the pellet. So most of them have regulators that would regulate the amount of air that goes down the barrel. It's very consistent. It's a lot more consistent and accurate. With the Springers, it takes a lot of practice just because it's a spring-powered platform. So there's a lot more going on. There's recoil. Pre-charged pneumatic air rifles have no recoil. It's a more difficult discipline to shoot Springers.
Name is Royal Jackson, here from Long Island. Originally started shooting years ago, maybe 2014, and up until today. And it's always a great event to come out, very family-oriented event. The people are very welcoming. If you were interested in shooting, some people can't shoot in their backyard, so you can always get in touch with the club, see if it's in the area. If you don't like to shoot regular firearms, you can get into air rifle shooting. It's a great sport. It's something I think NRA has some events too that they do. It's less specific, but advancing from going into your backyard to actually coming and doing something, it's a great step. Like I said, the people are really great, and it's really fun. If you have any kids you want to get involved with it, it's a great start. I brought two guns. So I brought Hunter pistons. They usually go away from that now. A lot of people get into PCPs, but to each his own. I have a love for pistons. I started with piston, spring guns, and just still using it.
I've been shooting air rifles since I was a kid. So I started out with a multi-pump pneumatic. Once I got into college, I did some 10-meter air rifle shooting. But after college, I did a lot of archery. I even traveled to different places in the world where there was world archery championships. But after a while, I think it was 9 years ago, why I injured my shoulder, and I was forced to find something to shoot or just do. So, and it was the same time as there was the hoarding of rimfire ammo, so I couldn't shoot my rimfire rifle. So I decided to just buy an air pistol. Eventually, I found a forum about air rifles, and it got to where I found an air rifle field target match here in Connecticut. During that time, I bought an air rifle, and it was perfect for that sport. And from then on, it just took off. And so some of the fellow shooters that I met along the way, including Hector Medina, introduced me to a lot of matches around the region and around the country. When I found out that he could represent the United States worldwide, I was on.
My name is Hector Medina. Well, my uncle was a very strong hunter and shooter, so he parlayed my father into gifting me a BB gun. Mexico originally. I live in Maryland. Yes, I travel. I have represented the U.S. in international shoots. I've been part of Team USA, and I try to make it at least to 4 or 5 Grand Prix every year. That sometimes means traveling by plane to the West Coast or to the South. They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to participate. You meet friends that you only see once a year, but they're like brothers, so it's a lot of fun. And I am a veteran now shooter, so I cannot compete with the youngsters, but I have a lot of fun. And when I shoot at the Worlds, there is a special class for the veterans. So yes, in a way, it's just keeping in shape to shoot well. Many years ago, I used to live in Connecticut. I became an American in Connecticut. I acquired my naturalization in Connecticut, so Connecticut is my home state. And there was a club in Wolcott, and Leo appeared once, and he was shooting a target gun, and he was well-natured and well-oriented, so we just gave him a little push. But all the credit goes to Leo. I mean, he's a fantastic shooter, a good organizer, an excellent human being, and he has made this club one of the most successful clubs in the U.S. I think we need to attract younger people. Younger people are either too involved in their electronics, or if they want something that's action, like speed or steel-based, and they want to see something happen. But they don't realize that what we shoot here, when you shoot at 12 foot-pounds, is the equivalent of shooting a high-power rifle at 350 yards, targets that are not bigger than a cantaloupe. And you don't have a rangefinder. You have to know where you're shooting, how you're shooting, the wind, the light, everything changes, everything moves. So it's a really good training field, discipline for developing really good marksmanship skills. Because what you learn here will be transferable to any shooting sport you want. So that's my hope, that we all the LFT shooters could make a commitment of bringing at least one new shooter every year into the sport.
So we're going to start with a pistol, and we're going to start with limited pistols. In first place, Pedro Abreu. Where are the cameras? Somebody's got to be taking pictures. Camera, picture. So in second place, Leo Gonzalez. And in first place, Bob Joyce. Okay. And then offhand standing rifle, second place, Gerald Long. In first place, Leo Gonzalez. Third place, Brian Wagner.
Thanks, Cindy.
In second place, Mark Welker. And in first place, Nathan Thomas. Next on the agenda, open piston. Mark Welker. Okay, next we have open PCP, second place, Brian Van Loo. And first place, Rick Bates. Next we have WFTF Piston. Third place, John Cern.
Nice shooting, Johnny. Ready? Yeah.
Second place, Leo Gonzalez. And first place, Ken Hughes.
Honestly, the guy over here gets this,
Okay.
that guy right there. Put on a match and shoot that good. That's amazing stuff.
So next we have Hunter Piston. Third place, Eric Brewer.
Ready?
Greg Sherhall.
Smile pretty.
Okay. Perfect.
And first place, Brian Wagner. Pretty strange for a PCT shooter to go to this.
Yeah.
Center here. You center her.
There you go.
All right. Ready? Good one. Perfect.
Excellent.
Okay, so WFTF PCP. Third place, Gerald Long. WFTF PCP, Bill Rabbit.
Thank you.
And first place, WFTF PCP, Tyler Patner.
There's all training hardware. Perfect.
Okay, now last category, PCP, fifth place, Karen Rice. Fourth place, David Bijal. Third place, Greg Vaughn. Not behind him all day, he's shot for you.
Yay, great.
Okay.
Okay, second place, he shot with Greg Allday, Jim Clark.
Go, Jim.
First place, Quatran. Family only started shooting last year.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate you coming and participating in the nationals here. And Jeff, do you have any closing words?
Oh. So do you have some? So make sure and come to Texas in October of next year for the Nationals in my clubs. So we'll have a 60-shot pistol match and a 120-shot rifle match. It'll be the standard format, not the WFTF like Leo has in Rockville Lanes. But come to Texas in October. It's beautiful weather. And then in 2027, you can go to Ohio, the Sherwood Air Gunners.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
My name is Jeff Cloud. I'm the chairman of the board for the American Air Gunner Field Target Association, or AAFTA, which is an organization that runs the rule set and the Grand Prix Series and National Championship Series for field target air gunning in the United States. Every year, AAFTA requests member clubs from across the country to host the Nationals, which is the national championship event. Rockville put in their bid a couple of years ago. I'm very happy to say that we've finally got here, and it was an excellent event overall. One of the nicer venues I've shot in. Is just beautiful, and had a great time all weekend, great weather and everything. I shoot in the World Field Target Federation PCP class. I shoot a raw TM1000 with a Collis scope on it. Pretty specific kind of field target stuff, but my gun is 177 caliber and it shoots 12 foot-pounds. I finished 5th this weekend out of, I don't know, 12 or something like that. So AAFTA, our charter is to promote and grow air gunning and field target in the United States. So one way we do that is we offer, to help our member clubs. So member clubs are anyone across the United States with a place that they can shoot air rifles that would like to start having matches. We help provide a very common rule set. We can help them with recommendations on how to get started. We can help with learning and teaching opportunities to help them learn how to shoot field target, etc. So we promote field target in that way, and then we also help sponsor and put on, with the member clubs, the national championship event every year. So we help sponsor that so they can defer some of the costs. And then finally, we have a Grand Prix series where shooters from across the United States compete in different events, Grand Prix events, which are 2-day events across the country, and they accumulate points. And we take the top three finishing positions for each Grand Prix and award year-end awards for Grand Prix winners at the conclusion of the year. So the Nationals typically marks kind of the end of the year for events. Some places, like here in Connecticut, Massachusetts, Ohio, they can only shoot for like another month or so, and then they're done for the year. So really, the next event will be when we have a Grand Prix event. I believe it's in Oregon in February of next year. Will be kind of the first next event for us as a member organization.